Nice big breath. Okay, so a lot of you want to know about the king, who the king is. So really I remember doing his chart in class, and he has 6 competitors. So what can I say? Okay, if you have 6 competitors, you've got 6 competitors. All right. Now, but I decided to do it differently. So if you look at, it's from my book, which I have none left. So this is just my copy. But there will be reprints in the next couple of weeks. All right. It's palm reading. Okay. All right. So I want you to look at the hand at the top first, and then I've got the bottom hand. And I've put I tried to get his other hand. He only uses his right hand when he's waving, and that's how I get people's hands. That's how I got him for the book anyway. And he waves with his right hand, which means his right hand is his dominant hand, because then you find whatever your dominant hand is, that's the one. The other one is what you've inherited, all right? And maybe I didn't look hard enough, but yeah, anyway. So the dominant hand is the one that is always used, and the left hand is your inherited hand. So I drew these lines deeper on my hand because I didn't want to put them, because if I put them on, the other, where I've already got lines, you're not going to see the M. So I want you to look at the M. I'm just going to explain the M. So I've done it on my hand there. Can you see that? Yeah. It goes through your headline, your heartline, your lifeline. And it means you're gifted, you've got good fortune, what else? Blessings, you excel in things, you do have determination, but there is also a spirituality, and there's this extraordinary intuition. In the book, I've got Camilla's palm, which is just amazing in the book. So, oops, that way. Can you see that? Look at that. That's hers. Yeah. So hers is amazing. With Charles's hand, there's a lot of faint lines. So it was very, not hard for me to read it, but yeah, I didn't want to say the wrong things. Okay. So that's so that M is your intuition. And yeah, mine goes through all the lines as well. It means you're in tune and you have this deep knowing. Whether you use or share this deep knowing, the rest is actually up to you. People with the M line, yeah, I've got it on both hands. Yeah, on both hands, yeah. Okay. So it means you have this a great relationship with whatever you have started as well. All right. You also enjoy a lot of abundance. It doesn't mean abundance of food, abundance of clothes. It's an abundance of life. You're enjoying life. And I guess he has. Okay. So that's how I would look at it. So the lines they will change from your left to your right. All right. Now, if you look at what I've put there, I'm going to go first with, what's that color that I put was, so if you're going to read a palm, you just photocopy it is the best way, and then you do all of that, all right? So, and then you think, oh my God, look at my lines, because you can't really see them like this. You actually need, if you photocopy it, you will see every single line. I'm just going to go with his heart line because that's more interesting. So I've put it in red there, and I've put a heart to it, and it's kind of straight up to the middle finger. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Okay, it's up to the middle finger this way. And it means flirtatious because where it stops, the middle finger, it doesn't kind of go to the, further. So you go past the ring finger to the middle finger, and that's flirtatious. All right. It also can be very, very restless. Again, it doesn't mean you can't be a leader. Got it? Good. All right. So the other line I've got is the green, which is the headline. Now, the headline in this case curves, but then it sort of fades. Okay. And you can see that on the top hand. It's very faded, although I've taken it a little bit past. It is a very, very logical person, but secretive because it actually fades. Very creative as well. The curve makes it creative. And because it has that curve and it is a line, it's not, totally not there. You're focused, adventurous, very intellectual. So the thinker out of the group type of thing. All right. The lifeline you can see also I've put there is in purple. The purple line, it says lifeline. Now that is shallow and then it's deeper. So if you look at his hand above, you will see that where it actually starts from, that way or this way, yeah. Where it starts from here, it's not as deep. It starts deep, but then it's faded and then it's deep again. So it's not as ambitious, that line then it tells us, the lifeline. But again, very creative. Now, I've never seen him creative, so I don't know. Lifeline has nothing to do with how long you're going to live. That's on your wrist. We call them bracelets. I don't know. It just means he has experiences, he has adventures, but not sure about that one. The fate line, which is the black line I've got going through. Now, that is career, but because where it starts and where it finishes, he's not content. He might be in the end, but he wasn't content. Because what it does is it goes to the middle finger, if you can see that, to there. And that means the middle finger means other people actually influence you. So anyone can come along and change his mind for him. Okay. So, yeah, instead of being very focused, which is what the other lines say, the fate line says something else. It's kind of like he starts things but doesn't finish them. And that's why it's got things through it, okay? But because it does go to there, yeah, it just means he's not in control of his career, which, I mean, you're born as now you're the king. You don't have control of your career. You are influenced by others in that way. So if I never looked at that today, I would have thought, yeah, can't see it. But it just means he can lead, but he's influenced by others. And the hand doesn't have any power. The actual hand, his hands have no power elements anyway. But as I said in class, we've done his chart with Diana, with Camilla's, and he has 6 competitors. And that means 6 competitors for the throne. Okay. All right. Now, your hand also has the planets. So the planets are, I'm going to miss what they are if I don't have them here. Okay. So you've got Jupiter, which is the planets are like these right here. So the lumps, we call them lumps there and there. So how fleshy they are is really what it's all about. And so the first fleshiness here is the index finger. He doesn't have, he's got a little bit of fleshiness there, but not the real fleshiness that you can grab it. Okay. So that represents leadership and the spiritual realm. So I would say he does have that connection as well. The one on the middle finger is Saturn, right? I've just got to tick off what I'm doing because I'll talk about something twice. So Saturn, and that is sunken for him in the middle, totally not even there. If you look at that part, yeah. So the wisdom, the deep understanding of the ups and downs of life, no, he doesn't have that. Okay. The responsibility, he doesn't have that. It may change. I don't know. Okay. Then we've got the pinky. I'm going to do the pinky, which is Mercury. So this here, again, there's no flesh. There's no fleshiness there. What it actually does have is what we call it's a girdle. Because this is Venus. This has the girdle of Venus. So think of it also as where you put your ring finger, because that's Venus, a goddess of love. Yeah. Anyway, so that girdle of Venus means you're a very emotional person, and that actually intensifies because it is the reason that it does is because where that is, there is a girdle as well. So it makes it more intense because it's on that mound that is flat for him. Okay, so done that one. It's really, for him, it's like his social skills, his adaptability. Okay, so it's not in his palm. All right, and then we've got we've got the, what do you call it? The sun is Apollo, and Apollo is just over here. So there is artistic, as in an artistic ability. So he actually has that. All right. Now, when you have a sunken Venus, right, it doesn't mean you can't love. It just means there's a lot of sexuality there, but the emotional connection to this is not there. Okay. It's like just indulging. I don't want to say things that aren't there. So, yeah. Also, he has that inner plane. That inner plane is actually where there's the thumb and there's the palm. So this part here is quite fleshy, as you can see. It stands out, and that's tenacity, boldness. There's a resilient temperament. Yeah, he has all of that. He's got plenty of intuition lines. And so they're like all through here. You can see all the lines here. So, yeah. So all through there, there's intuition lines. Yeah, I have a lot, don't I? Hang on, Nizam. Okay, so his fingers, if you look at his fingers, they're short. They're actually shorter than my fingers, which means, excuse me, he's independent, he's an individual, he does things in a hurry. Now, when you do things in a hurry, they fail. So, I don't know, did he hurry and become king? I have no idea, all right? Because you've got to think things through. And I don't know, maybe this is the way this works. I really don't know. So, but fleshy, as in, you can see how fleshy each part is. It means he enjoys good food, luxury, yet he yearns to touch, see, feel, and taste. So he has this yearning. I mean, being born as the son of the queen, etc., you kind of always want to jump the fence, go to the other side, that sort of thing. But that's how I decided to do his, not his face, not his destiny as in his day of birth. I decided to do his palm. So, and it's from the book. All right. Good night.